a beginner or ender of conversations. You start with Steven Universe, or you can end with Steven Universe.
It's the aloha of cartoons.
You know what? I'm pissed because I don't know where my Steven Universe notes are. Okay, I'm looking.
Did you watch more of it?
I'm looking right now.
He's suffocating in a room of garbage cans filled with cans.
I can't find it. Where are my notes? Well, I can't find them. I don't know where they are. Yeah, whatever. See, I'm all like discombobulated because of this whole late start shit. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You know what? That's fine. You're gonna just have to go by memory. You can do that.
Hey, great. We get to do an episode where somebody doesn't get fucking canceled.
Yeah. What was the deal with that? Get stabbed.
Oh, that was fake post.
I'm next, apparently.
Those weren't fake posts because I looked and they were real and you really said those things. It was very racist things to Tomas.
But it's a fake racism to Tomas.
Okay, so you were being ironically racist.
This time, yeah, I'm not doing the N-word joke. I don't do the N-word joke, but I will cuss somebody out.
But you will make some taco jokes at a Mexican person.
Oh, and a Mexican person clearly like talking about why pornography in the Discord is bad or why supporting Trump isn't that bad. Remember, we're a leftist podcast. We rail hard against Trump on this one.
You keep saying that.
We're like the Dave Chappelle of leftist podcasts.
By the way, we got some. I got some reviews. I got a review here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Can I make one more statement?
Yeah, go ahead.
My one statement is that I had a Dave Chappelle moment, and that's why I got canceled. And it won't be happening again. It hasn't happened since then. Good luck.
No, it's cool. It made it spicy. Anyways, sorry.
Wait, how are you Dave Chappelle?
I said I had a Dave Chappelle moment in which I'm using his comedy.
So you're blaming Dave Chappelle for your racism?
No, I'm not blaming Dave Chappelle. I'm just
I'd say you had more of
a
what is it, Michael Richards? Or no, it's the guy who played Kramer. You had a Kramer moment.
Shut up. I did not have a fucking Kramer moment. It was a Dave Chappelle, off crack.
Hey, we all have a Kramer moment every now and then.
No, don't paint me as some Kramer motherfucker. Hey, we have reviews to do. We're doing the reviews now. Gabble.
Oh yeah. Okay. Review of the Cameron Clarke show. This is by Dragon 66. He says,
Sounds like a virgin.
He says, the Cameron Clarke show. I really love the show. I love getting the opinions of Chad Virginson and especially DatGuyFoss and
I take it back. He sounds awesome. Not a virgin at all. Anyways, go on.
He says it's a great podcast. I think you guys are really funny, and also you're very very smart. I learn a lot of stuff, but not really a big fan of Get Stabbed trying to make everybody communists.
I'm not a communist.
All this commie stuff is what
I'm not a communist. I never said I was a fucking communist.
You never said you weren't.
I'm a goth.
All right.
You're the best goth.
I mean, trying, right?
Goth. Best goth.
Just a little bit of criticism. Too much commie stuff, this person says.
Too much commie stuff.
Yeah.
Oh no.
All right. So I got another review here. This guy was just named Dave. Dave says, the Cameron Clarke show, pretty okay. Goes on a little too long, I think. And also, what's up with Get Stabbed? He's a bit of a tanky.
I'm beginning to notice a trend.
Why are we all picking on Get Stabbed?
It's needed. Don't worry. I got plenty of ammo.
What do you have to say about that? Somebody called you a tanky.
Go get a job.
That's it?
A communist telling someone else to go get a job.
All right. Well, those are the reviews. Those are all the reviews we have this week.
Hey, two reviews that didn't call us an absolute shit show. That's
so Chad and DatGuyFoss, great job. Get Stabbed, also great job, but maybe a little less communism.
Just, yeah, tone down the Red Scare just a little bit. Okay, sure.
A lot of Bernie Sanders on this podcast.
That's not communism.
Socialism. This is the same thing. And you know,
shut the fuck up.
and you know, Bernie just had like a heart attack, right?
Yeah, he's doing better now. He just actually got out to play basketball with high schoolers.
He had a stint. That's not like a major operation.
Everybody in politics has had that right now.
Everybody has a stint. Yeah, it's fine. Every 90-year-old man running for president has at
least 2
minor heart attack. Yeah.
I'm sure it wasn't a heart attack. It was a
broken
heart from seeing the state our country is in.
Yeah, get stabbed.
Yeah.
Don't you think Bernie Sanders running for president? Don't you think it's sort of elder abuse?
Well, it depends on how competent he is by the end of the election cycle, and then 2 years deep into his presidency. Like, if I can still snap his fingers and he says, "What the fuck are you doing?" I trust him. But if I snap his fingers and he pulls a sleepy boy Joe Biden on me and he says, "Oh, hello," I'm gonna be a little leery, you know. I do believe that age is only a number up until that number is I gotta go to bed at 4:30 because I get too sleepy and I need my little old man sleeping cap, like a little sleepy man Joe Biden.
Sure, that's not where he's at right now, Bernie Sanders.
I mean, it depends on what part of the country he might be in bed. He could also be doing the talking shit on rich people thing.
He could be riding the train with Chris.
He could also be doing lines and taking shots in a strip club. We don't know.
No, I mean, for an 80-year-old, I watched the motherfucker run. He still runs.
He
hit the baseball. No, you go look it up. Bernie Sanders.
Yeah,
running.
I saw him doing the can on the Simpsons too.
Shut the fuck up. Go look up Bernie Sanders running on YouTube. It's gonna have 1 million hits.
Hold on, we're stopping the podcast so we can look it up.
Stop it. Well, keep it up. We'll don't turn off the recording.
We can just edit that. In post.
Oh, look, it's all just Bernie Sanders running for president. Bernie Sanders, no documentation of Bernie Sanders ever running.
Shut the fuck up.
Go look up. Oh, it's Tomas.
Tomas. So we were just talking about you.
Shh, don't tell him that.
About what?
Nothing. Shay, how's it going, buddy? There's nothing.
What'd you say
explain.
about my boss?
I just said that maybe this podcast would be better if it had more Tomas. Tomas.
Yeah. So Tomas, let's get to the bottom of this.
Mm-hmm.
So when Get Stabbed was being horribly racist to you, viciously racist, I would say.
Yeah.
What was the context of this? He says it was fake racism. He was being ironic.
I don't remember. I just screenshotted it like a week ago.
You just remember being feeling violated and harassed.
How can you screenshot a post from 2018?
Because on the Discord I went and I put from Get Stabbed or your actual Discord name, and then I put Tomas.
So we're back to the Photoshop.
That's not photoshopping. That's going back and using the
I
Discord search
I
tool.
already told you Get Stabbed. I saw him.
Let me take out my brand new gaslight
card.
This fucking guy.
All right, we got him.
Yeah.
Go ahead, boys. I got a whole stack. What you got for me?
So Tomas doesn't remember. He's repressing his memories because
It was traumatic.
Yeah, probably gets this kind of shit from bigots like you all the time.
Kiss my ass.
Turns out the Red Menace has something against the red people.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are you?
No.
It's a different.
Okay, fine. I'm colorblind. Everybody looks the same to me. I just
I'm
need.
brown.
Yeah, exactly. Don't let Get Stabbed keep the brown down, bro. On our very educational podcast that people seem to be learning a lot from.
There really is like a lot that the demographic for this show is
15 to 25-year-olds.
No, actually it's 12 to 50. That's what YouTube tells me. YouTube statistics.
People lie about their age, though.
So
That
we
is a
gotta
valid point. Anyways, what were you saying?
we gotta keep in mind that there are kids listening to this. So I don't know. No more chunky nut. I'm gonna say that's a new rule.
That's a medical fucking term. You can't stop a medical term. That's like saying, oh, there's no more talking about whether or not you have prostate cancer or not. Okay, it's a fucking medical term. No, I don't.
Have you
better
checked?
start censoring the word chunky nut.
If I can do the smooth nut and then the chunky nut and go back and forth in between them, guess what? That's cancer free.
Not appropriate for 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
This is a medical term. A 12-year-old would see worse on a
12-year-old would see
website.
worse if you showed it to him. We know, because age is just a number.
So Tomas, you got dirt on everybody, don't you?
Huh? No. I can't throw dirt.
Tomas, the cancel queen.
Tomas wanted to block me for talking about tattoos.
Yes.
Why do you have some?
No, I don't.
Why not? You're not a fan of tats? Not a tat guy?
I don't have that much money to pay for tattoos.
Oh, but you would get a tattoo if you had the money, huh?
If somebody paid for your tattoo, would you?
I don't
get
know what
one?
I'd... Probably not, because they'll fuck it up, and I'll just be like, oh, I regret doing that.
All right, so say you somebody's gonna pay for you to get a tattoo from like a world class tattooist, tattooer.
Tatterist.
A tatterist. So you're going to a world class tatterist, and somebody's paying for it. Anything you want, anywhere you want. What are you getting?
Do I get to see it before it's done? Like, see exactly what it'll look like?
Yeah.
Or do I just have to,
How
like,
would you be able to do
hazard
that?
it? I don't know. They draw it first. I want to know what's going on. I don't want it to be like me describe it and they're like, okay, I got you. And then it
Why
not.
not?
I mean, usually you show them like
Oh,
some
I don't know anything about getting tattoos. I don't have any.
All right, so this is gonna be a new bit for the Cameron Clarke show. We're gonna get Chad Virginson a tattoo.
Okay,
Let's do
Cameron
it.
Clarke show tattooed on my ass.
We're getting you a Hello Kitty tattoo on your inner thigh. It'll be all right.
If we can hit $100 on Patreon, we're using that money to get Chad a tattoo of
I'm
Hello
not
Kitty.
getting paid.
Yeah, because all that money is going towards getting Chad a tattoo. It all goes back into the show.
We're still waiting on the twink spit money to start rolling in.
Oh yeah. Speaking of running away, not providing us with any fucking boy fluid, Riley.
Yeah, we should have killed him while we had the chance.
We should have, and then we let him go in promises of being able to milk his boy fluids.
That's what are you fucking saying?
So, Cameron, did we have a topic for this week's show?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we did.
swatting.
No, it's not. It's not swatting.
Oh wait,
Art 2.
yeah, art too.
No. It's more of a spiritual successor to the first episode, where we touched on it a little bit. We're gonna be talking about fear. What scares you? What makes you feel like a little kid, like a little scared child, wet in your bed.
I mean, having a stroke.
I mean, those aren't that bad.
I mean, like a real one, like a big stroke, like a big boy stroke.
Not just a little medium-sized stroke.
No lolly strokes.
A heaving stroke, like you're fucking, you know, that type of stroke, the big one.
Have like your face frozen for the rest of your life, and
Yeah, your face frozen for the rest of your life, and you get this cool lisp.
I mean, I think you can make it work, honestly.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that Modest Mouse guy made a whole career out of it.
You know, my dad recently got what is it, Bell's palsy? Ever hear that?
Is that serious?
It's when like half your face or something like just like freezes up and you can't move it.
Yikes! Is that stress related or something, or?
I mean, sometimes it is. Sometimes it can be caused by like trauma or like getting like hit in the right place or something, or like he thinks it's from putting his arm in like some position for a long period of time. Like he came down here today. Actually, I just saw him, and I was expecting his face to be all fucked up, but he was fine.
That's good.
No, it was a little disappointing.
I mean, what are you thinking? Like Elephant Man? Oh, hi, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about your Elephant Man face. Oh, on. Is that what was supposed to happen?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be talking like Little Nicky, you know, the Adam Sandler movie.
I love you, Cameron.
But no, normal. It was fine. A little disappointed.
That's the great thing about neurological disorders is it doesn't matter how well you treat yourself. They can just come along at any time, and then they just come and go as they please. Speaking of facing fears, I watched season 2 of Steven Universe. If you'd like, we could try and talk about that.
Oh, yes.
I lose interest all the way up until the good movie. I've just lost all interest. You just
we're working up to the movie. That's the whole point. Get stabbed.
At least I am, but I watched it mostly sober, and I've forgotten about most of it. There were some moments that I liked. It can be pretty funny. I like the show's comedic elements. I thought it was pretty funny when like the Gems were just like beating the shit out of Ronaldo, and like one of them takes a chair and just fucking smashes it over his head. I was like, yeah, take that, you nerdy piece of shit. But
it's because there's
no, I'm kidding.
Alex Jones representation.
That was okay.
Ronaldo as Alex Jones.
The Ronaldo episodes, some of those were actually pretty good. I like a lot of the stuff more kind of involving the townspeople than the lore, because there's like the whole contrast between like Steven and his gem parents and then the town, and I think that contrast makes for some like good comedy. There's one episode that I absolutely love though. I will say this, like I did go back and watch Steven and Stevens.
Yeah.
I recommend it because I remember that one from the first time around.
That's one episode.
Brilliant, big piece of comedy. But the one I really love in season 2 is Fusion Dinner. I love that episode. It cracked me up. And it starts off with like Steven making a cake and he's decorating it with cheese puffs. I'm like, oh my god, you fat little retard, you cracked me up. It was great. It had like a lot of little like comedic touches, and then you can just like all 3 gems fused at once, coming out as one giant fused gem being like, hey dear, hey Greg, I'm here for dinner. And this giant monstrous voice. No, it was great. That episode, that was good. Excellent bit of comedy. I wasn't totally lost. I just wasn't entirely interested. I don't know, you asked me some more specific questions about it. The last room fight in that scene universe, and yeah, it was really creepy when that Lapis hoe like drove that chick out in the sea, and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna drag you out to sea and rape you for the rest of your life.
It's supposed to represent a toxic relationship.
Yeah, it was really creepy and weird. But
I got a question for you, Foss.
Sure.
So from what you've seen in the show, you say that it's some kind of like lesbian trans propaganda, as a lot of people like to say it is.
I mean, even if it is, I don't really care that much. I don't know. I know kids are stupid, but I hope they're not that stupid to be brainwashed by this. Like, I like to give kids a little bit more credit. I don't really care. I'm just kind of trying to do more what I'm not really that interested in, and just like try to enjoy the parts that I do like. I'm like, oh, good joke. The only part that I really see as like propaganda is like all the men in the show are really excessively dumb and useless, and then it's just like all the women are saving the day. It's like, man,
Whoa.
Whoa. I'm not gonna spoil it too much for you, but you find out really as you progress that the women are also fucking useless as well. Okay. Well, can I just go ahead and rebut this? Did you say all the men are fucking useless? On the show, yeah, they start off that way, and then I was getting okay, so this is what I want to tell you. Okay, so you need to rationalize me that a business owner, a man that owns a detail shop, and then also is a survivalist, so he lives inside his van, is somehow starting from a losing position for all the money that he saves.
I think we're all thinking about cartoons a little too hard, but they do make them look like a dumb moron. They really seem to go out of their way to do that.
Yeah, I came back. There might be a bit of background noise. I just had lunch. Can you guys hear me all right?
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, that's good. I hope the audio's all right.
We're talking about Steven Universe.
Well, let's get a little bit more on track. Let's talk about fear. You know,
Thank God,
because we're like 45 minutes into this, and we're talking about Steven Universe for 20 of it.
I'm fine with that.
So, Chris, we're doing the podcast right now, and the topic is fear. We're talking about what scares you. So, Chris, what would you say? What's your greatest fear in life? Would you say?
I reckon the greatest fear in my life is the cops. Really.
The cops.
Amen, brother. No, seriously, yeah.
Wait, really? Are you black like me?
I don't know about I don't know about the cops in your country, but the cops are absolutely assholes there.
You're harassed by the cops a lot.
Yeah.
Same.
Wait, what are the cops in your country like?
Pretty corrupt, I think. But yeah. And you get good ones and you get bad ones too.
I think that's the nature of all policemanship.
If only they did a little better fielding, you know, did a little better background checks, better training. But you know,
fucking communist.
Where the citizens can get training and shoot the cops when they're out of control.
Tomas, what's your greatest fear in life?
Fear?
Yeah, greatest fear.
I don't know.
What scares you the most?
Sorry, I'm playing Minecraft. Give me a minute.
What scares you the most in Minecraft?
Creepers.
Seeing
other than creepers.
Jesus Christ.
The spiders?
Other than creepers? Oh, my friend. He keeps killing me.
Oh, why does he do that?
He's not a very good friend.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd never kill you in Minecraft, Tomas. All right. So we're talking about fear. What's your greatest fear, DatGuyFoss?
Oh man, my greatest fear is just that I won't have like a place that I actually want to live ever. That I'll just be stuck in some shitty place forever, and that I'll never get to
Where
live
would you even
like
move to?
the good life. I don't know. I
Time to go do a
Stop complaining.
You gotta come to
Costa
the East
Rica,
Coast.
maybe anywhere. East
That's
Coast.
gross.
What kind of weather do you like, Foss?
I like weather that is I can put clothes on.
So you like it to be colder?
I like wearing clothes. No, I wear sweaters in the summer even. I don't know. I don't really give a shit. I just need to find a place that I like to live.
Well, why do you like wearing clothes? Is it the aesthetic thing, or you just like having clothes on? You like feeling covered up?
Oh no, the human body is a gross, hideous, disgusing thing, and
So
I think everybody needs to wear clothes in general. Probably if I'd like to
comfortable
live
with being
somewhere.
nude.
I mean, it's not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just that it's not aesthetically pleasing.
I agree, but I mean,
Most people's aren't.
let's say in the privacy of your own home, you don't you just fucking walk around naked.
Hell no, I'm wearing pants
Okay.
and a leather jacket. I'm combing my hair and I walk by the mirror and I say, "Hey, who's that dude?" That's me.
Well, you know, I don't walk around naked either, but that's because I have this paranoia. There's cameras everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Like the Truman Show?
Yeah.
You don't just have fear, you have the fear.
Yeah. Maybe that's my problem.
So your fear is being monitored. You're afraid that you're being monitored.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like that?
Well, that's absolutely true.
It's like being a TV star.
I would never want to be a TV star. Like, that would be awful if people are just watching you all the time.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It becomes, I don't know. It works out for you because if you live your life assuming that you're being watched 24/7, you're being monitored, it makes you a better person.
That's no way to live. That's no way to live.
That's the Russian way. That's the way the Russians live.
Yeah.
Don't
doesn't make you
say
a better
certain
person.
things.
I disagree with that. You can go the entire time thinking you're being recorded all the time, and it'll go one of two ways. Either you'll start being a better person, or you just won't give a shit what people think when you do or say bad things.
Yeah, look at the shit people do on camera already. I mean, people do horrible shit on camera just for the sake of it. I don't know. Like, you shouldn't have to be, like, suckered or coerced into doing, like, decent shit. You should just do decent shit because you wanna.
I don't know. Who really wants to do decent shit, though? Nobody.
Only if I get paid.
Yeah. There has to be some kind of incentive.
I want to ask you a question about tobacco, Cameron.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
I've got some broken cigars, and what I've done is that I've unrolled the cigars and put it all in a plastic bag, but I need to make the tobacco smaller. All I need is a grinder, is that correct?
You could use your fingers and crush it up that way, or you could get a plastic bag, put it in the plastic bag, and just kind of roll it around between your hands and crush it up that way.
Because what I was thinking of doing is this shop which sells tobacco grinders. What I can do is probably like grind it up and make it smaller, maybe. I don't know.
Not a bad thing to have anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you could also just get seriously, you could just get a plastic bag and put it in there and just like smush it between your hands and then roll it around for a while until it gets smaller. A grinder might work better, but I mean, you can crush it up in like a plastic bag.
If you just go to that tobacco shop and tell them about your problem here, they will talk about it for all day.
So how are your lungs, Cameron? All right.
Oh yeah, my lungs. That's another one of my fears. Is that I'm dying, constantly dying, and lately I've had like a really bad cough, and
Just stop smoking.
yeah, that is the thing. Like
Go straight edge with me and Tomas.
Why don't you just stop breathing? Stop smoking?
Yeah.
Why don't you just stop living? Why don't you just drop dead already? I mean, what's
No,
even
stop
point?
breathing hurts the lungs more, idiot.
Yeah, I've been like sort of coughing up blood, which is
Like an anime.
Yeah, just like an anime. But it's not from my lungs. I don't think it's from my lungs. I think it's from my throat because I cough so much. But yeah, I ran out of weed like yesterday, and within 12 hours, I was feeling a lot worse emotionally, spiritually, but the cough went away, and now here I am smoking weed again. And guess what's back?
Gross.
The cough.
Yeah.
When was the last time you went more than 3 days without being high?
Oh, don't do this to me, Foss. I mean, I've been sick pretty much for the past like 3 months, so I spent a good amount of that sober because I just couldn't, like, my throat was totally fucked up. I could barely even talk. So like smoking would like make me choke. Basically, it would fucking hurt. I also just couldn't get weed or dabs or cartridges or anything.
Why didn't you just make your throat smooth, like lube?
You know, honey is the thing I use.
Honey,
I started drinking a shitload of honey in my tea, and didn't fucking help at all.
More honey then.
I guess so. You just fucking chug honey.
Yeah.
You ever had meat, Tomas? I know you're straight edge, but I know you seem like a guy who's been to some Renaissance fairs.
I don't like alcohol, no.
Well, it's just honey, basically.
What's meat? What's meat like? Is it alright? Is it okay?
Oh, meat is fucking great.
Is it sweet? Is it?
Yeah, it's very sweet. But they have like flavored kinds. Like I've had a really good like blueberry mead.
Yeah, it'll be flavored depending on how you like. God damn it, I forgot the word. Fuck. You know the word I'm looking for.
Ferment.
Ferment. Yeah, I was gonna say fertilize. I'm fucking retarded.
Same thing. It's the same thing.
So depending on like when you make mead, you'll put like apple or whatever the fuck you want to put in it to make it have a flavor. So if it's a blueberry, they just let it ferment with blueberries in a dark room in a bucket for a couple weeks.
I've always wanted to make mead.
Nothing stopping you.
We should do that then. Make some Cameron Clarke ale.
All right, a new bit for the show. We're making mead.
Okay, so what are we doing? We're making mead. We need to get Chad Virginson a Hello Kitty tattoo. And Riley better keep his ass away from this podcast, otherwise we're gonna straight up murder him for real this time.
If he does show his face, it better be with a couple of gallons of fucking twink spit.
God, that guy, I feel so ripped off. I can't believe Riley betrayed us like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no good.
Yeah, no, but it doesn't. Cameron.
Yeah. What's up?
It doesn't solve the problem about me trying to find a girlfriend, because the thing is, over here the girls are absolute sort of trash, you know.
How do you know that? How do you know that? You just gotta go find someone with your shared interests. And if you can't find someone with your shared interests, then you gotta broaden your horizons until you do.
I just find it really difficult to find someone here.
I know you do, because you're thinking that there are. Look, just because you don't like a couple people that you may have met, don't disregard the whole group. It's gonna make you look. Do you want to be forced gay? Because that's how you get forced gay.
No, Chris. So you live in an area where the women you're not really into them.
Don't you two start rubbing dicks together on this fucking topic.
Get stabbed. Just let people act like people for once. Just don't act like a stereotype.
Go ahead.
So yeah, Chris, the women in your area aren't your type.
It's really hard to explain what's going on. I can't really explain it.
You don't have to. I'll just take your word for it. But try and get away then from the toxic atmosphere, and I would be careful about finding a girl online. I would say that to anyone, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
I don't think there's anything wrong with looking online, but like you should definitely look for somebody who's like in your country, somebody who you could actually,
somebody in your country that is not related to any podcast.
Yeah, no. If you want a girlfriend though, you should try like local dating sites. Just look for girls in your. I know you say the girls in your country are trash, but I mean,
same here.
You can't really like leave the country, and I know that it's fucking like even if you could, it would be very expensive and very difficult. Trust me to do that. So
might be worth it though.
Yeah.
I think really your best bet, especially if you're looking for somebody who's not trying to just catfish you or something, is find somebody who's actually in your area, somebody who you can confirm is real, somebody you meet on a dating site or something, or meet in real life.
Yeah.
Even.
Hey, you guys, I've got to go now, so I might catch you guys later.
All right, Chris. Thanks for coming on.
I might come on later on.
Maybe. All right.
Sure. Okay, see you. Bye.
All right. Later.
What an episode.
Women suck.
Talking about fears. What are your? What's everybody's
Women,
fears?
totally afraid of women.
Did I ask everybody? God, Chad Virginson.
Well, I guess we all know that everyone here is scared of ladies.
Yeah.
Afraid of bees.
Well, women are bees.
Bees. Fucking
Really?
hate yep.
Are you talking? Sorry.
Like the bees that will sting you, like anything that's like a bee, wasp, hornet, whatever.
Hornets and yellow jackets and shit.
Yeah, anything like that. I can't. I
Like
don't do it.
bumblebees or honeybees.
Yes. Yeah, any of that. Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, speaking of women, do any listen to the show? Asking for a friend.
Yeah, according to the statistics, my girlfriend listened to an episode. By the way, my girlfriend gave me some notes, and I'm sort of paraphrasing here.
Mostly kill yourself, get stabbed, kill yourself, run yourself into a river with a vehicle, get stabbed.
Can you tell her I won't judge her for being a woman?
I'll tell her that. I'll have her listen to this episode. But her notes, again, paraphrasing. This is boring. I'm muting this. You should really cut out the Steven Universe bits. Why do you do this?
Why am I doing this? Subjecting myself to Steven Universe, and we're just gonna cut it out.
Think of how bad it is for you. No, Foss, listen to me. Think of how bad it is for you to watch Steven Universe. 10 times for me to sit here and listen to you guys talk about Steven Universe for 20 fucking minutes. Oh my
you
fucking
deserve
god.
it. Fuck
you. Fuck you.
If you just got a little bit in you, maybe you'd be able to hang with the conversation.
Yeah, that's the thing, Chad. If you did your homework and you watch some Steven Universe, you'd be able to.
My homework was the Dream Journal shit, and I did that. I do it.
Oh, okay, all right. Sorry. Chad Virginson. So you have some Dream Journal entries.
Yeah, I do. But
Okay.
we can do that if you guys want to.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay, I've got like 5 now instead of the one.
Wow. Okay.
So I've got, and most of them for some reason are when I was back in high school, but it was one of them was me being very, very angry at some lame kid that was sitting across from me for telling the teacher that I was cheating off of his test, and then I got really mad at him even though I was cheating off of his test.
Is this a kid you actually knew?
It was a kid I knew.
Okay.
And it's definitely in character for him to do that.
Man,
I don't dislike this kid or anything. Another one at high school, somebody smacked my neck and I spit blood on a desk.
That happens.
Why are you all coughing up blood?
I don't know. Somebody just walks by, smacks my neck, yells the word neck, and I spit blood on the desk. Neck! Pretty much, yeah. The next one is I have 2 dogs. Both of them are Chihuahuas. This time they don't eat me. And then I was talking to the Chihuahuas that I hate my fake name, Chad Virginson.
Oh man, it's a beautiful name. I love it. Don't listen to those fake fucking dogs. It's great.
Those are the highlights. None of the other ones were very interesting, but those are the best ones.
Oh my god. You really don't like that name.
I don't, but I'm kind of stuck with it.
I change my name every 20 fucking minutes. What are you talking about?
I don't know what to change it to. Give me a better name and I'll fucking do it.
Okay, here's a good name. Big old pile of piss.
No, not gonna go with that one.
Hold on, wait a minute.
I'll change it when I
cat shit.
get
All caps lock. Bags of cat shit.
Fuck, I'll change it when I got a better name.
So any listeners have any suggestions for Chad Virginson to change his name? Let us know in the comments. Post in the comments below.
Let's call you Buck.
It's a new bit. It's the great Chad Virginson name. We'll select the best one and vote for the winner.
Yeah.
Chad Skellington.
That's the Halloween version of it. I want to ditch this whole Chad meme.
I think
shit.
what if you bear with me? What if you go with the Halloween theme year round? And you become the new goth. So we got 3 goths. We get triple goth.
That's
triple
too
goth
much
podcast.
goth. We don't need any more goth. We got enough
It'll
goth
be like the
as
Three
it is, man.
Stooges.
I think personally, my motto
It's more than enough goth.
the more
man.
the merrier. The more the merrier, especially with goths.
That's like, more goth is not more merry.
I think it's pretty merry. We got a lot of
Isn't part
goth.
of being goth being really upset all the time?
I consider it a lack of upset. Being upset is too much emotion. You just have to have like as much apathy
So being like
as
melancholy
possible.
all the time then.
Melancholy is a better
Melancholy
word.
makes them merry.
Like nihilistic would be the good goth word.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, get Foss. You lost your power for a couple
Foss.
days. That was part of what the California fires or whatever that were happening.
Yeah. PG&E, those fucking retards. They thought like, we want to prevent lawsuits and we want to prevent setting the state on fire again. So maybe we should shut the power off for a little bit and do some routine checks.
No, a guy died from not having his oxygen tank hooked up to electricity. I know that's one of the stories.
But it's a classic train problem. You know, would you have one guy die from oxygen, or would you have 5 guys die from a fire?
Exactly. Like, I haven't looked at any of the stories because personally I have my power now and I don't give a shit about anyone else. So it's like, whatever. I mean, if he can't breathe oxygen on his own, what good is he? Cameron, don't end up there. If you end up being some poor, sad sap that ends up needing a machine to pump oxygen in you to keep you alive, I swear to God, I'll come to your house and put you down like a horse.
At least give us bot commands before you do that.
I'm gonna have to go to your house and put you down like a horse just to. I don't want that to happen to you, Cameron.
I don't want that either. And by the way, Chad, you say I didn't give you the ability to command the bot. Which for the listeners, we're doing this episode late because I slept through the last one, and these guys, these are my amazing co-hosts and panel of intellectual powerhouses.
We conspired to steal the show from Cameron. It was going to be the Cameron Clarke
That's
show.
what I wanted to do.
Clarke.
Yeah, they were trying to do the show themselves, and they were trying to get the bot into the fucking room so that they could record without me. And they discovered that they couldn't do it.
Did you fix that?
No, I didn't fix anything because you guys weren't doing it right. You're supposed to put the name of the room into the command. You were just typing join.
But the website didn't say that.
Okay, sweet.
The website does
Because
say that. That's how I learned how to do it.
I've been trying to do this podcast without you for like weeks, and now I know how to get the boys together to do your podcast without you. That's all the info I needed.
So we're doing that tomorrow?
Yeah, it's the Cameron Clarke show without Cameron Clarke. For those of you who can't get enough Cameron Clarke show, but can get enough Cameron Clarke.
All right. By the way, we are gonna do that bonus episode. I think at some point in this next week. How do you feel about that? Get stabbed. We're gonna talk about that guy, the guy who's suing you or who was suing you.
Oh yeah, I sure will. As soon as water shows up.
Weird. Why do you want my girlfriend on the podcast?
Because she'd be a great addition.
All right, so we're gonna do that thing, and you know what? Get stabbed. I have enough information. I could do it without you, but I don't want to. It's a rabbit hole that's worth diving into. The people deserve this. Get stabbed. We left them on such a cliffhanger. We put it out in the episode. We talked about it. We're teasing these people with all this amazing information that they could have.
With all this podcast magic.
Yeah.
This show has so many cliffhangers. I can't even keep track of what we are and aren't telling people and what we're supposed to be telling people and what we're supposed to be holding back anymore. I'm so lost.
It's like a big jigsaw puzzle. This thing, people, you listen to it and you might not know what's happening when you're listening to it.
It's like a Pulp Fiction plot.
Yeah, but once you take it in full, and maybe listen a couple more times, you'll get the full picture.
Ganja.
Yeah, it'll all fit together.
And you'd be like, wow, that's deep. That's Kill Bill deep.
That's the kind of podcast this is. This isn't just some easy listening, low IQ fucking idiot podcast. This is an intellectual art cast.
If any of your friends have ever called you pretentious, this is the podcast for you.
You need a fucking whiteboard and like post-it notes.
Nope,
and, like,
this is
string
the
and
Joker
shit to be able to watch
podcast.
this and like. You gotta be on this, you know. We're not just crazy, you know, creating like schizo shit over here. This is fucking art, all right?
Yeah. By the way, Get Stabbed mentioned the Joker. Anybody see the Joker?
I saw it.
What'd you think, Chad
I liked it.
Virginson?
I liked it. It wasn't like it's the most mind-blowing movie I've ever seen, but it was good. I only committed like 2 mass shootings because of it.
I don't know. I don't really. I've seen a lot of like the trailers and the clips, and it seems like this Joker's a little emo.
If you've seen Taxi Driver, you've seen this movie.
I saw Joker this morning. I walked out half an hour before the finale.
Walked out half an hour. It was that bad.
No, I had to go see a baseball game.
Oh.
You walked out of the ending of Joker?
I had to go see a baseball game, man. I mean, the baseball game starts at a certain time. You could pirate Joker whenever. Come on.
So you watched all like the boring parts of the Joker, but didn't
I
get
watched
to the
all the sad
ending.
parts. Yeah, it's a very sad movie.
Yeah, that's the thing.
it's
That's why
sad.
it doesn't seem that appealing to me. You know, I like the Heath Ledger Joker because he was funny. He's just
He's crazy. I'll hit you.
Yeah, he was
know.
this wacky guy. Like the whole thing with that Joker is that he just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, and he was competent. Like this Joker, like doesn't seem like he could plan anything. He's not a supervillain. You can't do anything.
Not yet.
He can fire a gun. That's a supervillain thing.
But fucking barely.
Guns are like a superpower.
Yeah. Ask
Well,
fucking fat people.
Yeah.
Yeah, being fat is like a superpower.
The power of low gravity.
There's a lot of benefits to being fat.
There is. Staying alive in the cold. Weebles wobbles, but they don't fall down.
You can use the scooters at the grocery store.
You can feed more people.
People can cut you open and sleep inside of you in the cold.
No, those are the Star Wars animals. That's a different thing.
I think I'm afraid of my friends trying to cut me open and sleep inside of me. That's what I'm afraid of.
That's one of your fears. You know, I've always kind of had a fear of you know, going back to dreams. Actually, I've always dreamt of like family members trying to kill me.
Why don't you just
Sick.
kill them before they kill you?
I mean, if it comes to that, Tomas, I love my life. You know, there's nothing I fear more in my life than death.
What about a 5-round fight against the champion?
I mean, that could result in death if you get popped wrong.
Exactly.
Hey, it's got to be approved by the state athletic commissions. It's very safe.
You know, I wouldn't want to fucking fight anyway. Like I'm paranoid that if I touch my nose wrong, that my like some bone in my nose will like fucking pierce my brain somehow or something. So I don't touch my nose.
Just one line of coke, your nose is blown out.
Instantaneously stricken with bitch's disease.
You guys have no idea how badly I do not want to die.
I think that's genuinely everyone.
I don't know. I think so too, but most people won't say so. They'll be like, "Oh, I want to die early. I don't want to live to be old."
It's not that I don't want to die. It's that I hate life so much that the only way I truly have to fight it is to keep living.
I thought I loved life. I don't know though. Like, one thing I
Life
realized
is a whore.
recently,
Don't love it.
I like life.
I'm always in a state of wanting to like do something else, like wanting to sleep. If I like, or I'm like wanting to do drugs. If I'm on the drugs, I'm wanting to get off the drugs. If I'm
Oh my god, drugs and sleep are awesome.
if I'm ever doing something, I want to be doing something else. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I smoke a lot of pot. I do a little bit of acid or whatever.
Stop with the drugs.
I'm sorry, Tomas.
I hate to say it, but I think Tomas might actually be right. I think you might maybe cutting down on some of your weed intake. Maybe not.
No, I'm just saying, like chasing a high, whether it be with drugs or like sex or something. It's like you always want something more.
Sexist or whores.
Isn't that called dragon chasing?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, maybe you should consider some other shit for yourself. Like, that's the great thing about fear, is fear can be a dragon to chase in itself. Like, oh, what fears haven't I hunted down and murdered with my fucking hands yet?
The thing is, DatGuyFoss, they say we're all made up of cosmic energy.
No, I'm made of pudgy, useless biological shit like all humans are.
Which is made up of stardust. Made up of cosmic energy.
Oh my god, this more hippie shit. Okay, go on. Sorry.
All right. So, I'm thinking that when we do drugs, we get high, or when we start to sleep, or when we want to reach that point of pure bliss. Is that death?
It's like a little death.
Little death.
Ever that French term?
That's what they call it. It's what is
just
it?
An itty bitty death.
The petite mortie or whatever it is. Fucking little death. That's what they call it. It's coming. And I think if you wanna feel that pure.
So wait, are you doing a coon?
Yeah.
Damn, dude, are you doing like a mind
I think that what I want in life is just to be doing an eternal cum. I just want to be
a big old coon.
Yeah, I just want to be coming forever.
Okay.
Always.
All right. This is a revelation. Okay.
You do you, man.
You do you, according to Houdini.
Let me ask you. Get stabbed.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know you're somebody who's had a couple scraps before. You've been in some fights.
One or two.
Yes. Been scared for your life?
Oh yes. You ever run like you were gonna like you thought you were gonna die if you ever got caught up to?
No. I've had dreams about that though.
Oof. You ever been kicked so much you piss blood?
Jesus
no.
Christ.
All right. You ever been stabbed?
Is that where the name comes from?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh no, that's a flavor of the week name. You ever had a gun pull on you?
No. Hold on. Do paintball guns count?
No, I mean a revolver. Not a revolver. Yeah, okay, a revolver stuck to your belly and you feel the hammer cock back in your ass for your money, like that type of shit.
I wasn't asked for my money, but that has happened to me. But it was an airsoft gun.
Yeah.
But it was very scary. I was scared.
So yes, a few times I have done the tussle, but I don't like to do that at all. I really don't. It's kind of like, it's a big fucking drag.
It's scary.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. What about you, Tomas? You ever been in a fight?
In a fight? No.
You ever beat somebody up? I was about to ask if you've been beat up, but I mean, of course not. Of course not.
I don't want to answer that.
So you were the one beating people up. What do you do when you bully people usually?
I've never beat anyone.
You because they give you the lunch money first, right?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Tomas. When you're shoving the pipsqueaks into the lockers, right? Do you tell them if they try to get out, you're gonna beat the door?
They can't fit. The lockers here are very small.
Well, I mean, I said this is why I said the pipsqueaks.
You'd have to be like a midget.
Well, I mean, true.
You can beat up midgets.
This is locker room banter. This is not book locker banter, right? It's just fun stuff.
Because if you get shoved in your book locker, you have no room to talk in the locker room.
You're a little person. You're a little person. You get shoved into your book locker. We're talking like for your sports bags, your golf equipment, and your
Those lockers
equipment.
weren't very big at my school either. They were small as shit.
What is wrong with you?
All right.
Okay, so Tomas, have you ever just taken some dumb shit motherfucker and then shoved them in their locker because they're giving you crap, and then taking their money?
You ever put their head in the toilet?
No.
You ever given anybody a wedgie, Tomas?
No.
You ever
Knuckle
done a
sandwich?
No knuckle sandwich. What do you want to bet? No knuckle sandwich?
Indian burn? You ever give a kid an Indian burn?
What's an Indian? I'm not Indian.
It's
Never just sneak over to somebody's house and then drain all the brake fluid out of their car?
No.
You ever cut anybody's brake line?
No.
Have you ever done the fireman's hose?
No.
If you're wondering what that is you run up to the back of someone and you pull down your pants and piss on their back shirt real quick and run off.
I don't have a pee fetish.
I'm not saying you do, but if you have to
Sounds
be
like you're saying that.
No, you have to be really, really kind of like studied in that.
This is a water sports podcast.
You have to be very studied in the arts of pee fetish to know the difference between just pissing on somebody and fetishizing about pissing on someone.
It's a complicated trick. It's not like you're trying to do the brain at someone, right? You have to physically run up on someone, whip it out, and then shoot a stream at their back, thus soaking their back shirt, and then you run off, and that's the prank.
My pee doesn't go that far. It goes straight down.
Well, you kind of get close. You have to get closer, or you can whip it at him.
Like a carnival game.
Shut up. Yeah, you can whip it at him, but don't cop out. Don't put it in the cup. But yeah, that's a.
What are you talking about?
Bullying. I thought he was a bully, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about running up and pissing on people.
It's called the fire. It's called the fireman's hose.
That's something I used to do to kids.
What if they like it?
There's the Indian burn. There's the Indian burn. There's the wedgie.
Wait, okay.
There's
Tell me
the
when the
fucking
Indian
dolphin. Listen, have you ever seen the dolphin where they just somebody just hits you in the neck of your penis?
Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah, right. There's the slug bug, and then there is the fireman's hose.
Okay, what is an Indian burn when you grab somebody's like forearm and you twist it both like different directions? That's a snake bite here.
Snake bite. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess we're a little more racist here up in New England, up in Massachusetts. A little more racist. All right, so talking about fear, the fear podcast.
Do you fear drowning?
Yeah. Drowning is very scary.
Oh yeah, I've one of the scariest moments of my life, I would say, when I was like a kid.
You drowned?
Yeah, I almost drowned. I was with like a family friend sort of, and we were at the beach, and
they tried to drown you.
Well, the family friend decided it would be fun to throw a tarp
Put your head
out,
underwater.
throw a tarp out onto the water, and have all the kids play with the tarp. And that's the kids to play with. And I'm like, all right, cool. This is so fucking cool. I can swim under this tarp, and I'm gonna come out underneath it, and I'm gonna poke my head out, and it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be like underneath the tarp. It's gonna be like a little tent. I'm gonna be in a little tent. So I tried to do that, and of course the water just like fucking suctioned around my head, and the tarp was like fucking around my face and my mouth, and I couldn't fucking breathe, and I had to pull myself down and get out from underneath the tarp, which was fucking massive, and I did almost drown.
Why didn't you just poke a hole through the tarp, like with your tongue?
You know what, Tomas? Not everyone is as smart as you. You know, maybe if it was you, you would have done that. You would have just
I would have bit through it. Oh, I could breathe now.
Use your fingernails and just tear it apart. You know,
Very resourceful thinking. The more resourceful we get in life, the less we have to fear.
I saw somebody who nearly died because of something to do with a tarp.
Oh, what happened there?
They tried to make a homemade slip and slide, and there was a nail on it. This was I was a little kid. My dad needed to go to like the urgent care thing because there's like fucking something wrong with his hand or something. Like it was like a big deal, but it wasn't like an emergency room thing, but it was something that needed to be done like that day.
Yeah. So
we're sitting there, and there's like 10 other people in there. It's like 8 o'clock at night, just kind of waiting to go through the list. And this girl in a bikini comes in, and her entire leg is gashed open. Keep in mind, we are across the street from the hospital. It's right there. They could have gone to the emergency room, and they bring her back there because they have to treat her because like, oh, she'll fucking die. Like somebody like her friends are out there explaining the whole thing to us.
That's fucking bad.
Yeah, because they had tried to make a homemade slip inside. There was a nail, and it went in like in her calf and all the way up to her thigh.
So there's one takeaway from this podcast that you guys should have. It's don't fuck with tarps. You know, those things are tools to be taken seriously. They're not toys.
Chihuahuas.
Is that what we really learned this episode, is to be afraid of tarps?
I think so.
Okay, tarps. Tarps are terrible and will somehow either find a way to injure or kill you or your family, loved ones, whatever.
Yeah.
Or sit in an urgent care waiting room for an excessive amount of time.
Yeah, but you may as well be dead by that point. You know how boring it is just sitting around.
You have no idea.
Waiting to get stitched up. Yeah, it sucks.
I know all about the waiting room. All right. Tranq.
Hello.
What's your greatest fear in life?
According to my dreams, I guess eating glass, because that's kind of reoccurring.
Eating glass?
It happens a lot in my dreams.
You like accidentally eat glass, or
no? It's kind of like this furtive like hobby that I just I carry around wine glasses and I chew on them. And I thought I was going to have an intervention in one of my dreams. So what happened was, I was chewing on like my third wine glass, and I was going on a hayride with two of my closest friends from high school, and they pulled me aside and said, what's your name? Sorry, Tranq. But, I mean, glass was falling from my mouth, and they said, we think you have a problem, and you're gay. And glass is falling out of my mouth, like, what the fuck? I've been eating glass the whole fucking time. And like, no, listen, we went through DMs, and you're gay. And just like, at that moment, I punched myself in the face as hard as I could, and I woke up in my bed, and there was no glass around me.
And he stopped being gay?
No, I'm kind of gay. Sorry.
No, that's a shame.
Actually, like swallowing sharp objects like glass does sound horrible, and the thought of becoming addicted to it, like that's something else.
I think the being gay part was the word.
I think just fearing glass is weird because I like glasses. I drink out of them.
All right, let me see.
But at the same time, they're so sharp and so deadly, even though they're so useful. It's like the things that we need the most are the things that can hurt us the most. And that's what makes them the most frightening.
Wow, Tranq, I'm not, this is, keep in mind, this is not me saying this, but I'm reading this off a website. Understand. It says, when you dream of eating or swallowing glass, this is a direct warning to shut up. Keep your mouth shut and keep your opinions to yourself.
I don't believe any of that shit. Here's what your dreams mean. It doesn't mean shit. Nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about.
Tranq is like the only one here who hasn't given his opinion on anything. He's been like the quietest person in this room and the least opinionated. He's just like, oh yeah, I had these dreams about chewing glass.
Shut up, Tranq.
Your psyche is working out oppressed feelings.
I'm so sorry.
And it is likely a call that whatever situation you are currently in is too much for you to handle.
Have you considered being more opinionated and more talkative? Like, just get out there and yell your opinions on things, even if they just...
Your subconscious is not always right.
This is telling you to shut up.
I would just eat more glass, like
I'm
every night
you to
in my dreams.
More.
No.
How often do you dream about eating glass?
Once a month.
Okay, so it's not too bad.
Like, usually I have a pretty good night, and then I go to sleep, and I eat glass, and I get jumped by people. In my dreams.
And how do you dream every night, or is it like twice a week and then once a month it's the glass?
Twice a week, once a month. Exactly.
Okay.
I should just probably not talk.
Yeah.
No, you need to ignore that. You need to talk more.
Stop talking.
Because these people are just a bunch of hippie idiots. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They just wrote this because somebody was going to pay them to write an article about dreams.
Nobody knows what dreams are. That's why
I think you should talk on my podcast, but according to the website, you should not talk in general. But definitely talk on the podcast. Love having you on, Tranq. Thank you.
Yeah, we want you here. We want you here talking. We don't know what it is.
I guess.
Why you're being prevented from speaking IRL? What karmic justice is being enacted on you to have this happen? that is your fate. But you know what? You just keep on chewing on that glass. You know what?
Don't chew glass. Whatever it is.
No,
glass
listen,
is bad. I'm not talking in the literal sense. Just don't eat glass.
He gets the fucking gum guards. Get the gum guards, and just have yourself a little bite. Just, is that a wine glass? Oh, this little. Hey, it's like Lay's potato chip. And then you got the gum guards. You have gum like a boxers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you get the best of both worlds. Then you can just say whatever you want. And if you're ever feeling guilty, then you pop the fucking gum guards in and eat you some glass. Well, don't eat it. Chew it up. Chew it up.
You know, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should.
Look, there's a workaround for everything.
Yeah, but I don't think actually eating glass is going to fix
I never said he's going to eat the
dreams.
glass. He can just get the feeling, the mouth feel, you know?
But that mouth feel is cutting the fuck out of your mouth.
Look,
I don't think putting potentially dangerous things in your mouth is a good idea.
But it's still not a good idea, you dumbass. Don't put glass in your mouth and fucking chew it.
We're trying to
everything is
encourage good
dangerous. I mean,
listeners
when you think about
look,
it,
smoking cigarettes is dangerous. Plenty of things are dangerous, right? The point is if you got
it's not like I'm pouring corn syrup down my throat like everybody
he's not
else.
pouring corn syrup down his throat. Yeah, look, just be safe. Just put the fucking boxer gum guards in.
Guys,
chew
I think
a
I know
little
what
bit of
Tranq
wine glass
wants.
and spit it out.
Get stabbed.
Don't
You're
cut
being
your tongue.
an ableist.
I'm not. Don't cut
secretly
your fucking
wants
tongue.
us to have an intervention for him. Tranq, I think you have a problem. And
we're looking through the DMs. And,
we think you're gay, Tranq.
Oh, son of a bitch.
We think you have a problem with eating glass. Okay? You need to stop eating glass. Don't
You're
listen
not
to
eating
get
the
stabbed
fucking
because
glass.
you're a terrible person, but you need to stop. It's for
Oh,
your own
shit.
sake.
Yeah,
And
I thought it was
doing
gay.
this- I don't give a fuck. I mean, at least you don't have to deal with women. Well, men are pretty shitty too, but at least they aren't stupid dumb. Anyways, you're getting me off track. I know what you're trying to do, but you being gay is only a problem to Jesus. And while I don't like it that you make him cry, your problem is that you eat glass. Okay, you really need to stop. I'm telling you this because I love you as a platonic friend. So don't
thank you,
DM
Foss.
me.
I'm
And
sorry.
Cameron
Okay.
Clarke loves you too. We all love you, and you need to stop
you know
eating
what?
glass.
I just like to also say that
I'll do my
Jesus
best. I
loves
mean,
you as well. It's Jesus is woke. It's his
that
dad.
one's out.
His daddy doesn't approve.
Has Jesus
But-
seen glass before?
He turned glass, I believe, into
Wine. That's right. Okay.
No, what's a escargot? There you go.
Oh,
Turned
snail's
glass into
own.
escargot. Yeah.
In a way, we are all
Uh,
the children of God, but that doesn't mean you can turn wine glasses into wine.
A bit of a rich kid, Jesus. Anyway, this is the Cameron Clarke Show, everybody. Thank you for listening. This is, come listen to us next week. We're going to talk about something else that's heavy and it's going to make you think. Yeah,
Outro music?
Yeah, outro music. Let's hear that.
Edible glass does sound nice though, wouldn't it? Like you guys didn't drink, then you just eat right after.
God damn, I want to eat some glass now. I know we just had that intervention, but man, I really want to eat some glass. I shouldn't be saying that though.
Like the crunch. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
It's like it seems like super crunchy.
And like it hurts, but it feels so good at the same time.
It's like eating spicy food, like it
Yeah, I
like
don't want
it
to chew it. I
hurts.
just want to bite it and then spit it out.
And then like your bleeding gums like just lubricated as you go along, so like it just
Okay,
does
now
everything
I
you
don't
need.
like it. Ah.
The blood adds to the flavor.
Oh. What's another fear? Anything to do with my teeth and mouth fucking freaks me out.
I'm sort of worried about fucking my teeth fall. Like I haven't seen a dentist in I don't know.
Do you brush your teeth every day?
No,
Do you floss every day?
Yeah.
definitely never.
If your teeth fall out in your dreams, that means your bank account is overdrawn.
See, no, is that a real thing on one of those fucking websites?
Why have any sort of reminder? Just let your dreams remind you if you've overdrawn.
I'm pretty sure if your teeth fall out in your dreams, it means you're gay.
My teeth fell out again. Oh shit, not again.